What if I told you that most Americans are drastically underestimating how much they need to invest for retirement? In this video, we're going to answer 3 critical questions. Just how far behind are most Americans in their retirement savings? What's the magic number you should be investing each month? Is there a simple strategy that can fast-track your path to a comfortable retirement? But before we dive in, let me share some eye-opening statistics that might change how you think about your financial future. Let's begin with a startling fact. At the age of 55 to 64, the average American has just $227,800 saved for retirement. You may be thinking, that doesn't sound too bad, but let's put it in context. If you follow the 4% rule, which we'll go over later, your annual income will be just $9,112. Can you envision living on less than $1,000 per month in retirement? I did not think so. But wait, things get worse. A thorough Vanguard analysis of 5 million participants found that most Americans invest just 11% of their income, including their employer match. This indicates that many others are probably donating considerably less on their own. Let's zoom out and look at the larger picture. According to Federal Reserve data, the average personal savings rate for all Americans is between 3 and 5%. To put that into context, if you have a typical household income of $72,000, you are likely saving only $2,100 to $3,600 each year. That is hardly enough to cover a reasonable vacation, let alone 20 to 30 years of retirement. But why is this happening? There are various elements at play. First, many individuals are dealing with day-to-day expenditures and high debt levels, making it harder to prioritize long-term savings. Second, there is an overall lack of financial knowledge. Many folks just do not know how much they should save or how to invest efficiently. Finally, there is the psychological element. For many individuals, retirement seems so far away that they continue to put off saving, unaware of how rapidly time passes. So, we've established that most people do not save enough. But how much should you really invest? Is there a magic number? While there is no one-size-fits-all answer, many financial experts recommend following the 50-15-5 rule. Here's how it works. Half of your money goes toward the basics. This includes accommodations, food, utilities, and transportation. If you're spending more than this on necessities, you should reconsider your budget or look for ways to increase your wages. Next, 15% is designated for retirement savings. This is the main figure we're focusing on today. This 15% percentage includes any business match you could receive. So, if your employer matches 3% of your salary, you must contribute at least 12% on your own to fulfill this goal. The remaining 5% is set aside for short-term savings. This might be for an emergency fund, a down payment on a home, or preparation for a big trip. You may be wondering, that only adds up to 70%. What about the other 30%? The other 30% is for discretionary spending, which includes things like entertainment, hobbies, and other non-essential costs. Following this guideline will help you achieve financial security in retirement. Remember, this is simply a guideline. Your individual requirements may change. If you started saving late, you may need to increase that 15% to 20%, or even 25%. It's also worth mentioning that this guideline presupposes you'll start young. If you're in your 40s or 50s and haven't saved much, you'll probably need to start saving more actively to catch up. Now that we have a general idea of how much we should be saving, let's get more specific. Financial advisors often use the concept of a retirement income replacement ratio. This is the percentage of your pre-retirement income that you'll need to maintain your lifestyle in retirement. Typically, this ranges from 55 to 80% of your pre-retirement income. To put this into context, let's look at a case study. Meet Sarah, a 38-year-old who makes $80,000 a year. She predicts that she will require around 70% of her present salary in retirement, based on her lifestyle and predicted costs. That's $56,000 a year. Here's when the 4% rule kicks in. Based on past market performance, this rule recommends that you can withdraw 4% of your nest egg year in retirement. with a good likelihood of not running out of money. To earn $56,000 each year, Sarah will require a $1.4 million nest fund. Now, $1.4 million may seem like a lot, but remember that Sarah has time on her side. If she starts investing consistently now and takes advantage of compound interest, she will be able to achieve her objective. Understanding your precise retirement number and the monthly savings necessary to get there allows you to adjust your investing plan to your personal goals. This knowledge is powerful. It enables you to make educated decisions about your spending and saving habits. Now, securing your financial future. Want to achieve your retirement objectives faster? It's all about raising your savings rate. Consider our friend Sarah. By increasing her savings from 17.7% to 25% of her income, she might retire 7 years sooner. That's the difference between retiring at 58 and 65. To boost your savings rate, consider these strategies. Automate your savings with automatic payments to investment accounts. As your income rises, gradually boost your savings rate. Reduce avoidable costs by evaluating your spending patterns. Take full advantage of company 401k matching. It's free money. Don't just save money, also work on boosting your income. In today's gig economy, think about freelancing, launching a small internet business, or acquiring new in-demand skills. You may accelerate your journey to financial freedom by combining savvy investment with income and savings rate boosting measures. Remember that even tiny improvements in your savings rate can have a significant impact over time due to compound interest. The ultimate key to effective retirement investment does not involve chasing hot stocks or perfectly timing the market. Instead, it's about consistency, patience, and long-term planning. For most investors, the most dependable strategy is to focus on low-cost index funds, which provide broad market exposure and tend to beat actively managed funds over time. The trick is to stay invested despite market swings and resist the temptation to panic sell during downturns. To optimize your retirement savings, start early and take advantage of compound interest. Dollar cost averaging is a technique that involves investing a certain amount on a regular basis, regardless of market conditions. Diversify your portfolio to reduce risk and keep expenses low by selecting index funds versus high-fee alternatives. Remember, effective investing isn't about getting rich quickly. It's about continually investing in low-cost index funds, steadily increasing your savings rate, and sticking with it for the long haul. We've discussed the current situation of retirement savings in America, as well as suggestions for boosting your personal plan. Remember that most Americans are falling behind on their savings, so set aside at least 15% of your salary for retirement. Calculate your own retirement number, boost your savings rate and income, and invest regularly in low-cost index funds despite market fluctuations. The path to a pleasant retirement begins with a single step, so act today, whether you're just starting off or trying to catch up. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe for more personal financial advice, and leave a comment with any questions or subjects you'd like discussed. Remember, the ideal moment to begin investing was yesterday, and the second best time is now.